He felt the cold wind kissing his cheeks as he ran away from the unknown stranger, his heart pounding and feet racing so fast. He was scared, yes, but his mind was somewhere trying to find answers to all the questions. The questions that just prompted him some seconds ago. Some unseen force threw the boxes up in the air right before his eyes. Seeing the man witness what had happened, he saw the growing terror in his eyes as if he were frightened by him. But why? All he remembered was he involuntarily swayed his hands to the air, but other than that, seemed nothing about it, but there was something strange. Was it of his own doing? Yes. Those boxes were thrown up in the air in the rhythm of his hands. But how could it be possible? He remembered his recollection of Sarah in one class discussion that they had. He remembered now, so vividly, each word, yes, so clearly. It was about the law of physics and telekinesis. Their teacher was implying that telekinesis may violate physical conservation laws, the movement.
Telekinesis is supposed to be the ability to move objects at a distance by mental power or other non-physical means, yes?
Yes.
The teacher in his 50s nodded calmly. Harry looked in the direction of Sarah and wanted to hear what she got to say. The room fell silent as if everyone was keen on what she got to say.
The laws of physics indicate that distant action is not out of the question as far as the concepts of physics are concerned. The attraction between the Earth and an apple falling from a skyscraper is an attractive force, exerted at a distance. This is opposed to two objects colliding directly. For example, the gravitational pull between the Earth and the Moon is an attractive force that acts at a distance, even though they are millions of miles apart. Also, magnetic forces operate at a distance. Electromagnetic radiation, such as light and radio waves, can also travel vast distances and interact with objects remotely. This demonstrates that distant action is a reality in the physical world. The brain produces a magnetic field when someone moves an object, so no physical conservation laws are violated. This shows that the brain can affect the physical world in non-local ways. In the same way that gravity acts at a distance, magnetic fields act from a distance as well. So if the brain did create a force, it wouldn't be telekinesis anymore, it will be just the usual mind over matter at a distance. But if the movement was not your will, it is the parapsychological effect, a phenomenon, or just a mere illusion.
This recollection of Sarah was cut short of a wind that touched his ear. As if someone whispered to him. But no words were uttered. Just a faint scream from somewhere very, very far. That is familiar to him. That dream, now he remembered. He was somewhere deep in the forest. The moon was the only source of light amidst the darkness he was surrounded by. He looked for a way out, but all he could see are dead trees and more of them. He called out for help, but no one answered. He slowly started to lose hope, until he heard footsteps not far from him. No words came out of his mouth despite his desire to scream. His chest was beginning to fill with hope when he heard footsteps walking toward him directly in front of him. It was almost pitch dark, and he could barely see its figure.
Who are you?
His voice was coarse with fear. No answer came in the dark right in front of him. Slowly, the darkness began to take shape. Its height was so tall, and was there a cloak covering the entire figure? It was dressed in black hoods and cloaks that reached down to its boots. But what is this? Something was wrong with its hands. The fingers were like claws, long and sharp. What is hidden under the black cloak? He wanted to see its face, but there's nothing. There's nothing under the cloak. There was nothing but black, like a black cloth dancing in the wind. Those hands are not of any man. There is nothing human about them. And they were reaching out as if trying to grab him. He stepped back but couldn't feel any muscle to move, as if his only option was to await for those menacing hands to cover his face. And finally, that sound. That screeching sound of an inhuman, full of pain, full of anger, full of malice, full of evil, until it was over. Nothing but just a nightmare. Like everything was just a dream. And a few steps away from him, he could see the old rustic door. He knew that door, the library. It was there, standing small, so close to him now. He kept on running. And running. He was so close. So close.
Oh no, it's raining.